do you have any more questions?
Well, maybe you could tell something about Holland. I mean, what keys does Holland hold for the spiritual awakening of the planet while I live here?
Holland is a unique country. It has been flooded and destroyed hundreds of times and brought back hundreds of times. Those people that living in Holland right now are resolving the energies of the floods. Okay? People move into the most richest and fertile valleys and live there for thousands of years before the waters start to rise again, and their homes and lives begin to be destroyed, and the very few survive and go back to the top of the mountains and become very connected with the mountains until the waters recede and they go back down to back down to those fertile lands again. And that's what Holland is about. For those who are going to say, no, the waters will not take my life this time. They will not take my land. And it is the power of the people of Holland that can come together to hold back the waters, or to make sure that the waters never rise from the very beginning, because in unity consciousness, the healing of the planet is instant, even though in time we perceive change. Holland is a very powerful sacred geometry area of natural earth that has very powerful false sacred geometry buildings on top of it. It'll be the people of those areas who will dismantle their own sacred geometry systems at a time where rising up is not expected. And once those systems are dismantled, the rest that's hooked into that vital life force, that almost lung of the planet that's known as that area, will suddenly change and ring out a bell of life force that's now coming out of the earth. And it'll be the people of that area who go through the reawakening and reconnection to earth, much like you did when you connected to that statue.
Wow. Well, yeah. Are there important places in Holland, like and artifacts, like...
All throughout Europe, there are very powerful artifacts. Now, they're not handheld artifacts. These are the big ones that they couldn't move. Anything they couldn't move with a tractor trailer or a flatbed has already been taken care of. That I can assure you of. The big stuff that is left is well hidden. Holland has some very powerful zero-point energy fusion creation systems that aren't mechanical. They're literally built into the stone to be natural fusion energy when human DNA interacts with them at a sacred neutral perspective. That means you have unlimited access to quantum energy as an infinite being of light to manifest as a third or fourth dimensional physical being. There's unlimited energy in the land. And that's the technology that's in Holland. And it's the people that live above it who learn how to tune their DNA so that their body becomes the remote control for whatever stream of information or energy that they want to work for their creation, whether it's a painting or sheep herding, whether it's building a boat or a mountain. Doesn't matter. It has the infinite quantum creation connection to it. And that's a legacy many, many other people in our world are going to learn, and many will go to Holland to learn those skills. And then there's about a few select other places that are similar to Holland, such as the Caribbean, the Gulf of Mexico, the Antilles Islands, the Caribbean, parts of Brazil and the Amazon, parts of Peru, parts of Java, Australia, the Great Barrier Reef. There'll be microsections there where people can go and connect to very similar to Holland. And there'll be a big section outside of Goa, India, that will be just massive, where people want to learn to connect to that energy. They'll just go there for a few weeks and connect to that field.